What's up? Welcome back to my channel. The new special effects. Yeah. It's a freaking sun. Anyways, alright, this one's on freaking ADHD medication and how it's like way overprescribed and how freaking we shouldn't have children on freaking crack. I don't care what anybody says. Like, there's no freaking way that this is a good idea. Like, let's put our kids on fucking like toned down meth, like essentially. It's like, holy crap. So what it's crazy because it's like parents are like, oh yeah, my child can't focus, just can't focus and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, well, do you have them in front of a TV all the time, or maybe you've had them on a tablet their whole life, and so they're just constantly like overstimulated, and the attention span's getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and then you're like, oh yeah, well, can't fix that. Might as well just add more dopamine to it. So then it masks the symptoms, and it's like, it works, you know? But then dopamine, the way it is dopamine goes up, and the dopamine receptors down-regulate to keep up with the amount of dopamine. That way, you are never satisfied. Like, if in a normal, natural environment, you'd never be satisfied, so you'd always want to get to the next thing. Like, you'd always want better and better and better. Like, that's how you could achieve greater things, get a better place, and like just the natural order of things. That's how it is for everything. So every animal, basically, like, they just got to make everything perfect to make it better, and then there's always room to improve. But that's why dopamine downregulates. But when we're talking about just in a sense of everyday life, it's like, man, you got to take a break from all the dopamine stuff. You got to do the detox, because literally then your receptors can upregulate, and then you can find joy in the normal things in life. That's why it's like, man, you just feel overstimulated, everything else, and everything's boring, and then everything's freaking boring if you're just giving in the dopamine all the time. So that's why it's like the monks and shit who just sit there and meditate forever, they're like the freaking happiest, and they find entertainment in the dumbest of things, just like children used to, you know. But I think it's terrible parenting when you're like, yeah, here's a tablet, shut the hell up. You know, it's like you need to be disciplined. You need to be like, listen, kid, whoop your ass. And then guess what? The kid won't, like, yeah, the kids are going to push limits and stuff, but the kid's going to freaking, you have to show them, you know what I mean? You can't just occupy them. You can't just pacify them all the time. You have to show them discipline, none of that. But the freaking ADHD stuff, it's like, dude, here's the solution. Here's what you do. As you tell that, if I was a freaking doctor, like, I don't know why I can figure this shit out. I'm just a dude who likes to lift weights. It's like, I don't know why I can figure this shit out. But like, the kid goes to the doctor, can't focus. I would ask the parent, like, okay, are you like letting him just like constantly on a screen? Are you freaking, like, is he constantly like you could be just eating this like candy all the time and stuff, like anything high dopamine. Because like, you need to like abstain from that stuff, get him bored as hell, and then after a while, and let him be mad about it, and then guess what? He'll start to focus. He'll start to focus real good, because it's like nothing else to do. If you throw him in a freaking room with nothing to do, he's gonna start doing something eventually. Like, he's gonna start being constructive. And so it's like, man, that's the way to do it. But if that didn't work, it's like, why are we giving him, like, we need to come up with something better. Like, I know modafinil works very good, and it doesn't have the same freaking dopaminergic thing where you're just cracked out of your freaking mind. And it's like, if anything, it's like, I don't know, I just don't think children need this stuff. I don't. I think one, we need to come up with a better system where, especially for boys, because boys are just like, yeah, you know what I mean? More like that. Like, we need to come up with some active system of learning where they get that stuff out of them, and then they can freaking, you know, they can just do boy stuff and all the aggressive things, get that out in a positive manner and learn that way. Like, we come up with a better thing. But we just need to like dopamine detox the whole freaking nation, dude. We don't need to give them more Adderall, more dopamine, more this, more that. It's like, no, it's just because it's just gonna further facilitate the problem. Like, we need to get to the root of it and solve it, you know? I don't know, but there's a lot of money in the industry. There's like a lot of push for it. They want everybody hooked on this crap and everything else, and it's like, man. But do you know that the amphetamines, that if you take them, they cut off the play circuit in the brain, right? So like the whole like play. So you need that as a child to grow, like to become fully developed. Like, If you take that away, it's like the brain does not develop. They did studies, I think, on rats with that stuff, and they found out like if you cut the play circuit out, the rat doesn't fully develop. And especially boys, the male rats, if they didn't have rough and tumble play where they're like kind of rolling around, wrestling and stuff, just like boys supposed to do, like in humans, the brain wasn't fully developed. Also, it's like if boys don't have that, like that is the training ground for self-defense. Like if boys are just beating the crap of each other in a non serious way, then even if it's serious to a degree, it's like boys are supposed to fight. Boys are supposed to do that crap. It shows them a lot about themselves, shows them a lot about others, finds out who's all talk, who's not, who's all that things. But it's like you take that away, it's like holy crap, dude. What are we doing? Declaw the nation, and then wonder why everybody's so freaked up. Like seriously, it's like, dude, because every guy wants to freaking like. He wants to prove himself to himself ultimately. Like he wants to find out who he is. And it's like, dude, if a guy never does that, he is like in the dark about himself forever. Like a guy has never fought. Like he's that dude, if I was in that position, I would have done the judo flip, and the chop, and the whatever the frick. But then a guy who's been in a fight, be like, unless he's trained, he'd be like, listen, I don't know, I just start punching him or something. I don't know what I'd do, but I would do something. Unless he's been in a bunch of fights or he's trained, it's like, it's stupid. This whole freaking thing is stupid. It's a good little rant for you, but yeah, we gotta freaking something else out besides the dopamine, the freaking Adderall and stuff. It's like this is so freaked up, dude. I'll never give that stuff to my kids ever. It's like, dude. It's like, have you ever done it? It's like freaking. It's definitely something there. It's like super addictive. It's super freaking. It's like, dude, this is like, why would you give this to a kid? Like, there's no way. I'd be like, dude, what are we talking about? That's freaking child abuse, dude. It's stupid. And then somebody would be like, oh, you don't understand. And it's like, no, I do understand. You're a bad freaking parent. You're just doing the cop-out thing. It's like, fucking A, because there's always a way. It's like if a child has some special need, and we're not talking just ADHD because they're all dopamine up and they need a detox from that. I'm talking they got some learning disability. It's like if my kid had a learning disability, you know what I'd do? I'd say suck it up, don't ever use it as an excuse. Don't ever use it as an excuse. You have to work harder than everybody else. Like, good, whatever, do it. And I would be on their ass about it because that's the type of parent I am. Because why the hell would I give them an out? Like, the universe wouldn't give an out. Nature wouldn't give you an out. It's like the society is just, oh no, it's fine. Because I know people who have like a learning disability, but they're perfectly capable of working. They're perfectly capable of doing all this stuff. They're perfectly capable. But you know what? Their parents never were like, yeah, you can do it. And I'm going to teach you how, even if it's harder to teach you. Like, no, because you know what it is? Oh, they have this disability and they're permanently with that. It's like people who have diabetes. These mother crackers could literally just stop eating the goddamn extra sugar for a while and the processed carbs, lower this, go keto for a while, completely fix their problem, and then guess what? They wouldn't need insulin. Like, holy crap. It's like, wow, I don't understand. Like, it's like these people are like, once you're labeled as something, that's what you are forever. And it's like, okay, great. Guess what you can do? Work on yourself. Become better. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Like, what better things do you have to do on this earth besides trying to become better? Not a goddamn thing. That's what's crazy. It's like people are like, no, I got better to do. Lay beer and football. Yeah, dude. It's like, okay, do you have a brain? Like, really? You put, like, your priorities are so fucked, dude. It's like, why wouldn't you try to become better? Like, there's literally nothing on the list of things you could do in your life than trying to be better. Like, there's nothing on the list. It's like, man, not a goddamn thing, dude. And that's why it's, like, crazy. It's like priorities. The best you could be. Become the best you could be. In whatever assets of your life. And you'll never get there. That's the beauty of it. Because it's like, if you ever get there, you'll be like, well, time to die. Because it's like, I've achieved everything. I have become the epitome. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, there is no epitome. The epitome, and you'll never get there. And that's the most beautiful thing. It's a never-ending journey. Like, while you're alive. And then when you die, I don't know what happens. But you just go wherever, and then do something else. I don't know. So freaking, I don't know. I don't claim that I know, but I do know that this journey in life You have one goal is to become the best you possibly can be. That is the number one goal. And if you choose not to do that, you are fucking missing the point of being alive. And why wouldn't you try to become better? Like, that is beyond me. And I see so many people just literally nihilistically, and then they wonder why they're so messed up in their head. Like, they went, oh my God, I feel like this, and blah, blah, I need this, blah, blah. It's like, no, what you need to do is get off the freaking ass and do something with your life. Like, you need to get up and just grind towards some direction. Like, if you don't even have a direction to go in, it's like, no wonder why. Like, we're aiming creatures. We aim at something, we shoot, and we get it. Like, that's how we do. We set a goal, we aim for it, we move forward, and then we get it. If you don't have any freaking goals, it's like, no wonder why you're so screwed up in your head. It's like you don't understand how the brain works. What you should do is sit back and freaking learn about dopamine, learn about serotonin, learn about the brain, because the brain is the perceiver of reality. And if you can understand the perceiver, then you can make more sense about reality itself, because reality is perception. So I don't know why people ain't trying to learn more about the freaking brain. I don't know why people ain't trying to learn more about freaking trying to just understand reality so you can navigate a little easier. It's like, why wouldn't you? I mean, that's like part of the fucking program, dude. We're in a place now where you could just like watch YouTube videos about it. You don't even have to read it. You could just go watch YouTube videos. You could read it if you want. You could be like doing the dishes, learn about the brain. You could be doing this, doing that, whatever the frick. But you don't. It's not a whole lot of work. And all you gotta do, it's not like you gotta read book after book and then read the whole book to find one little freaking ounce of information that you're looking for. No, it's like you have a freaking thing, you type it in, and then it goes, and then you're there. And it's like, man, and all you have to do is ask the right question, and you'll find it. And so it's like, why? But no, you'd rather watch freaking stupid cat videos and then freaking Joe Blow from Tennessee State and freaking all this stupid shit of just stupid mindless crap. It's like, dude, it's so dumb. It's like, I'm not against the stupid mindless crap, and if you're into football or whatever the fuck, good, but it's like, if that's your whole deal, it's a lack of passion. It is literally like a lack of freaking passion in your life. You'll be sitting there going like why? It's like, that's why I'm like, dude, I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand the whole sports thing. You wanna know why? It's because I'm busy doing other shit. And I'm like, man, because like, this isn't helping me at all. Like, it's entertainment, sure. Like, I'm not saying I'm against watching a freaking football game. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like, it's entertainment in the end of the day. And if you're taking the entertainment so serious that it's like, this is your whole passion in life, then it's like, dude, where is your passion for your own life? It's like, dude, just because your fucking team lost doesn't mean you gotta be sad. It's like, well, sucks ass, all right, time to go on, baby, yeah. It's like, holy crap. Unless you're some whiz kid who figured out the algorithm on how to make a fucking $1 million on betting because you just freaking solved it somehow because you're a freaking AI analytical computer of a brain, great. Then, yeah, that's actually benefiting your life. That's more than entertainment. That's actually benefiting your life. Now you're a multi-zillionaire. You're on a yacht. You've got it made, man. You're like riding dolphins into the sunset. Freaking finding the freaking Lucky Charms guy riding the rainbow in the freaking sky with the whales, dude. Like, then that makes sense to me. But freaking A, man, we gotta get with the freaking program with the society. I can't even freaking deal, dude. I can't even deal. And you know what? People be like, wow, how dare he? He's a freaking asshole. And it's like, dude, why aren't you looking in the freaking mirror and be like, why am I not passionate about something that I actually have control over? Like, why don't I have any passion at all? Like, why am I not a passionate person towards anything? I have literally no passion, no goals, no ambitions, no freaking nothing. And all I do is bitch about my life. And it's like, and then I see somebody like me who's all passionate and shit, calling the bullshit, and then he's the asshole. It's like, no, you don't understand what life's about. You don't get it because you haven't freaking felt you haven't felt alive since you were a child. That's why you reminisce on how great it was. It's like, man, but if you get with it, you'll be like, that was cool. This is better now. And you just keep moving towards the next thing. And then you're like a child again and you're so passionate and full of life, dude. That's what it's about. And if you're lucky if you find that. Like, and you know what? It's not luck. It's not luck. All you did was follow a drive that you had when you were a child. When you were a child, it said something came around and you were like, wow, I really like that. Whatever it is, like I really, really want to do that. You know what I mean? It was just some cool thing, and then all of a sudden, then you applied yourself. It was there the whole time. The interest was within you. It was an innate, instinctual interest almost, and then you just applied yourself and never gave up. And now you have it. And now you don't relate to 99% of the people because they don't have that. They didn't have the gall to sit back and frickin' go for it, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking deal. And that's what your calling is to figure out what that deal is, man. And you can do it. And it's not too late, no matter where you are. But if you're just a walking sleep, just asleep with no passion, no goals, you go to a job you hate, you freaking just working, you're just working this job you hate, slaving away, barely making it, and freaking never doing anything that you actually enjoy to do, and you're just miserable. If you have a girlfriend, you freaking hate her, she gives you all this crap, she hates you, your kids hate you, you hate kids because you're not disciplining them, that's why you feed them the tablets, that's why they need the fucking Adderall, that's why all this crap, and it's like all comes from you not fucking applying yourself to this thing we call life. It's like, dude, do you think when you get older, you're going to sit there and be like, man, I had a great life? And it's like, no, you're having a freaking miserable life because you don't put any work in, dude. That's your problem. That's your freaking problem. Jeez.